on my forehead. But I do know this. I always want to be ready to help someone, to share love, because that is the foundation of who I am, is love. Because I grew up in a non-loving environment, and I've worked in so many non-loving environments. And it's like, this thing called life is so much simpler than we have made it. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is, and I remember someone told me, please, Dr. Brown, don't say love is the answer. And I said, but it is. When we work with people and we do that work in love, miracles happen.
Right.
When we help a child, miracles happen. When we are walking down the street and a lady who had fallen, she had a cane and she had fallen down and I helped her up. That's love.
Mm-hmm.
Having conversations like this, whether you think of it or not, is love. Mm-hmm. Love is healing. When you're having a conversation and you're laughing and you feel good, that's love. Mm-hmm. Now, every situation that we're going to find ourselves in is not going to be so loving. There's always that negative energy thing going on. But you don't have to cave into that. I don't. So people always ask me, my clients would always come in and say, Dr. Brown, oh my God, you're always so happy, so joyful, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but I'm human too. There is this thing called the Serenity Prayer, and it saved my life. And maybe it will save some of yours, whether you believe in God or not. I don't care if you believe in your toenails.
Is that the one that says, God, give me the strength to change what I can change, and how does it go? God.
Yes. God give me the serenity, the peace of mind, the hope to accept the things that I cannot change. And a light bulb went on, like, wow. There's a lot of crap that I can't change. Now I'm watching my language because I have a potty mouth. But there is a lot of crap in this world that I cannot change. I cannot make my daughter do this. I cannot make my son do that. I cannot make my boss do this. I cannot make my husband do anything.
Right.
What I can control is how I respond and how I react. Mm-hmm. I never take anything personal. I've worked in places where I've been called all kinds of names, even according to my color, and I've just stood there because I don't react to people's foolishness. Mm. A lot of people are not in a happy place in their lives. I refuse to be one of them. Mm. I am MichelleJoy Brown for a reason. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, and I would say 85% of the time, I am joyful. At least 85% of the time. Okay, maybe more.
I love it.
I control my life. And whatever I can't control, I don't hold on to it because anxiety comes in.
Right.
My husband and I were trying to sell a house. It is frustrating to try to sell a house when you're out of state. Mm-hmm. And you're not there to watch what's going on and all that stuff. It was absolutely crazy. Mm.
I can imagine.
I lose my mind? No.
Yeah.
Did I get upset and call people and cuss them out? No. But I do know people that would have done that.
Right. And then what does it solve, really?
In the end, the house was sold, and I would have acted a fool for nothing.
Right. Yes. And it spent all that energy and gotten yourself in that downward spiral with no results. It would have sold in its time anyway. Exactly. I wish that's one of my goals, and I'm sure yours too, to get more people to realize that the only thing that you can control is yourself and your actions and your feelings towards others. Have you ever read that book, The Four Agreements?
You know what? I have it, but I haven't read it yet.
We just finished that book we have Diva Book Club on Monday nights, and we just finished that book, and I've felt about a lot of things the same way you do, and that book just so reinforces all of that, not to take things personally, to be impeccable with your word. It's you could have written that book, really. I'm not kidding. You have such a good philosophy on life, and I'm so happy to know you, and I'm so happy that you chose to spend part of your Monday with me on Diva Dialogue, and I hope that you will come back over and over again, because you're just full of wisdom, and the way that it is expressed is so easy to understand and resonate so well. And I'm sure that many of our listeners will be thinking the same thing. So what one little piece of advice in closing would you like to give to our listeners out there?
One piece of advice is, oh gosh, there's so many, but I think the most important one is to stop listening to what the heck everybody is telling you to do with your life. And that especially goes for when you get ready to make a decision and this little voice comes and tells you that you can't, you're not good enough. Why are you thinking about this? You're stupid. You're foolish for thinking about that. Those are just voices of other people that have been in your life in the past, whether it's yesterday or 10 years ago. Stop listening to everybody else and listen to your own heart. Listen to your own voice. And if you have a dream, you have goals, you have desires, today is the perfect day to start taking action. It's not about everybody else. You have those dreams and those goals and desires inside of you for a reason. And it is absolutely possible for you to manifest those things. You can do it.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful ending. So thank you so much. Now, do you coach long distance as well as locally?
Yes.
And how do we get a hold of you?
I do coach long distance. The best way to reach me is through Facebook. On Facebook, the link to my website is theliberationSpeaker.com. TheliberationSpeaker.com, because I am all about liberating people. It's time.
And you've liberated us today, and I thank you so very much. So very much. So the LiberationSpeaker.com. Seeker. S-E-E. Speaker. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Now that I've totally confused everybody, I will I'll put a link to that on w4divas.com if that's okay with you.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll be talking to you very soon.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show. I enjoyed myself. I had fun.
Good. Good. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that was Dr. MichelleJoy Brown that joined us today. And oh man, she is something else, isn't she? I just love her. She's full of really good knowledge and shares it so openly. It's something that we can all take to heart, no matter how old we are, where we are in our lives. There were bits of wisdoms spattered throughout everything that she said that we can all learn from and implement easily. So try to do something that she said, because I guarantee it'll make a difference in your life. I thank her, and I thank you for listening today. Don't forget, be kind to yourself. Do something devolutionary. It'll feel so good. Good night. Good afternoon.
Thanks for listening to the Diva Dialogue with us today. We just wanted to let you know that our coach, Deb, who's been coaching for 6 years, is available for many other services. She's available for speaking engagements, on-site workshops, and even doing private and group coaching. She's skilled in the art of nutrition and even design psychology, where she can help you set up your room to help you feel the way you want to feel. You can learn more about her coaching opportunities at sky'sthelimitcoaching.com, or give Deb a call at 989-402-4627, where you can talk with Deb, who's coaching from the inside out.